It's Saturday night at the Toronto Rock Athletic Centre, home of the Arenalacrosseleague defending champion Toronto Monarchs as they entertain the Paris Riverwolves. Hello again, lacrosse fans. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions, starting goalies for tonight's game. For the Riverwolves, it'll be Connor O'Toole. He comes in with a 2-0 record. His goals against 12.55. And for the Monarchs, Craig Wendy, the vet, 3-2 record. His goals against 12.89. He will get the call between the pipes. Head coach is Jamie Dubrick, leads the way for Paris. He's assisted by Chris Driscoll. For Toronto, it's Bobby DeBrone. His staff includes Justin Wilson-Kirby, Nick Krepensek, and Sean Gillies. The crew in stripes, another all-star cast. Simon D'Souza is the crew chief. He's joined by Mark Sandman Sands and Fast Ed Fines. And as we get ready to go here, of course, these new record, impressive to say the least, but they are coming off a loss last week, so this is an important game for them. The Monarchs seem to have dipped just a bit. They're 3-6, the defending champs, coming off a loss to the Snipers last week and looking to fix things up here in Week 10. And Curtis Woodland will peel back out. Alex Q, first shot of the game, 5-hole, finds the mark, 1-0 Paris. In a blink of an eye, and good to see Q up there playing in the offensive end. Had a chance to speak with Jamie Dubrick and Chris Driscoll prior to the game, and they spoke about maybe getting a little more transition from Alex Q, and of course just overall the team's got some good speed, but sometimes they just get caught up off the draw, and it's a good draw. Mitch Gustafson, he'll take it in, and he has been outstanding in the draw circle this entire season. Wendy, quick outlet. Instead, it'll go right back to Paris and Derry Newbro now. He'll bring it over the timeline and swing it around. Josh Rex, he'll work it to that right side. Cole Spear on that right side as well. Q stays out there on offense. Kick out, swing it around to that right side. That shot there taken and picked up, but that's going to be a crease ball. And now that's going to give Aaron Walker and the Monarchs their first look. Parker Pfeiffer out there. Keep an eye out for him as Tyler Davis back in the Arenalacrosseleague and in the Toronto lineup, looking to give and go with Henry Follows. That's gone and went. Good job to scoop that up. Here come the Riverwolves now, back the other way. Good job by Dawson Brown, finds a trailer. Simonelli couldn't get it in. Hunter Agus, good job to corral that. No reset, though. And the captain, Kyle Dawson, will settle things down. He's out there with Davis Prince at the top. Woodland will filter out. Rex will filter late. Bounce shot again. 5-hole beats Wendy for the second time as Dawson lighting the lamp for the 15th time this season, first tonight. So Paris jumps out to a quick 2-0 lead, and when I had a chance to speak with Bobby DeBrone, head coach of Toronto, prior to this game, he just spoke about them tightening up their defense, playing both ends and playing 4 quarters. Wanted to get a little more utilization of his speed in transition, as a big hit there from Van Scheppen on Patrick Thompson. Thompson, no, shaken, not stirred. He'll dump it down to Mason Kaminga. So Kaminga out there on the offensive end. Him and Thompson working hard on the right side. Kick it back out. Miller will swing it around to Dance. Jordan Dance, and that screen too much. Back the other way. Here comes Newbro. Newbro's going to leg it in alone. Newbro goes to the far side, wide of the mark. Rebound Q tried to backhand, and that's wide of the mark. Good job to pick up the rebound by Jonathan McConvey. And Newbro will zip it across. So some interesting changes here for Paris. They are working their transition player, defensive players out on offense as well. Swing back around as Mike Melenchenko couldn't get a whole lot going on, and now Graydon Power will work it over the timeline. And the Monarchs now, as we're at the 12-minute mark here, opening quarter, Week 10 of the Arenalacrosseleague. It was the Oshawa Outlaws defeating the Peterborough Timbermen 17-13 earlier today. Of course, the Snipers beat the Ohsweken Bears last night in a makeup game. So those two teams even their records up at 2-7. That shot wide of the mark, that's a violation. And possession will belong to the Riverwolves deep in the offensive end. So Tyler Brown just acquired from the Six Nations Snipers out there wearing 15 for the Riverwolves, and he'll be a welcome addition. Prince. And I think he tried to look for a pass, but not sure what that was. Wendy zips it. Dance on the money. Van Scheppen on D. Dance, Weezes wave, and buries it. The dancer in full effect. Jordan Dance gets his team on the board. It's 2-1. Great composure. Jordan Dance didn't rush, didn't panic. That's why he's the captain. 17th of the season. He just put the air brakes on, and Van Scheppen kept going. And no chance there as O'Toole was at the mercy of one of the best offensive threats here in the Arena Lacrosse League. So Kuminga and Gustafson, this is going to be an interesting battle throughout the game as violation will give Toronto possession. And they'll go to work now on offense with Portelli. Portelli out there with Dance. And Parker Pfeiffer, one of the Fife Dog crew, of course. Dance plays that carom. Woodland working him, Hunter Angus working him over. Good defense by the Riverwolves. Dance lets it go wide of the mark. That will go up and stay in play. Good job. Portelli will hang on to it. That shot is stopped and stuck right to O'Toole. And now Van Scheppen will leg it over the timeline. Paris to work on offense here as we are at the 10.5-minute mark opening quarter. 2-1. Riverwolves on the screen and roll. Melenchenko couldn't come up with it. And now Thompson now. Big long strides, has some numbers. He'll let that go, but looked like it got stuck in the pocket. And that's going to be possession the other way. Riverwolves now, Eric Lemaire will move it up in a hurry. Jordan Gillies, he'll stay out there on offense, working with Dawson on that left side. Josh Rex way down on that right crease. Going to be a delayed penalty coming. On the run, Dawson, good save, Wendy. Rebound, and that's through the crease by Simonelli. So an illegal cross-check going to be the first penalty of this game, and it's going to go against the Toronto Monarchs. Looks like Jacob Martino, the guilty party. So Paris will get their first power play opportunity of the game. Come in working at a 51% efficiency rate. Monarchs have killed 52% of their man-short situations here. And Woodland on the interchange lets that one go. Not the best angle for sure on the wrong stick side. That's going to be an over and back violation. Possession going to belong to Toronto as they'll have a chance now to kill some of this penalty. Pfeiffer, he's going to work some clock here, kick it back out. And big Tyler Davis now teetering on that line. He's going to command some attention as he puts on the speed. He's going to head around the net, look for someone, kick it back out, and they'll work it back around. 10 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer one-on-one. Gets a screen, lets it go right on target. Sticks right to O'Toole. And Paris now with just under a minute and a half in the man advantage. Dawson able to track that one down, and they'll set it up. So Woodland at the top. They're working with Tyler Brown and Dawson on that left side. Brown had a notion, swings it back. They'll kick it back, work the two-man game, no look. Davis Prince dumped down low. Cole Spear shot right on. Wendy, good save there. Smothers that loose ball and gets it up to Mason Kuminga. Kuminga now, he'll flip and retreat. And Portelli will go to work. Stephen Portelli has been outstanding for Toronto this season. 7 goals, 14 assists coming into this game. 45 seconds to kill, 10 on the shot clock. Van Scheppen working him over. And Luke Van Scheppen does his job. Better job, though, by Portelli. Killed the entire 30, and now just 30 seconds left in the power play for Paris. So Prince will man the top this time. They'll filter the same usual suspects out there again here for another look on this power play. Tyler downtown, Brown at the top this time. Prince, Spear, changes the angle. Not sure who that pass was to. Woodland helps him out. 10 on the shot clock. Kaminga plays goalie, makes a save. 5 on the shot clock. Gonna need one. Zip over. Spear couldn't get it cleanly. Here comes Power. Power on the run. Has Owen Ron with him. Ron hits the trailer in Tanner Buck. Good save there by O'Toole. Woodland, quick outlet pass, and here comes Paris. Penalty over. Team's back at full strength. Brent Hansor, he'll kick it out. Toronto does a good job to put a wrench in that plan, and good body check, but Miller bounces off Melenchenko. Miller gets chased back out by Newbro. Newbro working him over. Finally, the flip goes right on net. And a good job defensively by Paris as they take control there, and they'll set things up now. Just over 7 minutes to play here, opening quarter. Week 10 continuing. This is the third game as an extra bounce on that bounce from Spear. Saved by Wendy. Regrouped by Woodland. They'll swing it around, right side. Woodland here. My bad, that was Dawson. Woodland fakes the shovel. Woodland goes up airborne. Good save, Wendy. Thompson's going to pick that up. Quick pass. He'll move it up to Jason Crawford. Crawford can't get it cleanly. Tyler Brown can. In trouble, but does a good job. Gets it to Lemaire. Right back up a chance here. Simonelli. And that's going to be another penalty as Martino's going to head right back to the box. And it's going to be another power play opportunity for the Riverwolves. Their second of the game. They're 0 for 1, and with 6.5 to go exactly, we will take our first officials timeout. Back at her here as another power play opportunity for the Riverwolves. Their second of the game. They're 0 for 1. Tyler Brown's going to man the top here, and that says something about the respect factor. Just join the team, and that's where you're at. Woodland shot goes off. Rebound Dawson. Good save, Wendy. And I tell you, no one's more flexible than Craig Wendy as from his knees as he'll dump it to the bench. And Tanner Buck now. Buck will weave his way through, try to create some space. We're at the 6-minute mark here, first quarter. Thompson on the half boards. He's going to, again, work some clock, swing it back, working the Buck. Buck with follows on that left side, kick back out. Pfeiffer tried to go top corner, wide of the mark. Buck, sweet pickup. That shot just wide of the mark. 1 on the shot clock, and Thompson will just drop it, leave it. And here come the Riverwolves now with Dawson Brown. He'll flip to downtown Tyler Brown, and they'll set things back up again with under a minute to go in the man advantage. Woodland at the top this time on the interchange, working with Brown now on that left shooter. Dawson, good heads-up play there. Swing back, Brown, skip pass. Spear couldn't handle that. Couple good passes. Spear to the bounce, stopped by Wendy. Big difference if you're able to have that clean. Look at that, Thompson. Almost right in the basket perfectly, but O'Toole, he'll work it, and he'll send Woodland back the other way with just under 30 to go in the man advantage. Woodland finally settles that puck down, and he'll regroup, send it down, work it to Dawson. Still not sharp and clean, these Riverwolves. The ideas there, the execution is there finally as Kyle Dawson changing things up, got a step, made an early move, power play marker, his second of the game. It's a good job by Kyle Dawson. As you saw, you knew before he even took that pass that he was going to change the angle with his footwork, and as soon as he got that, he was already on the move towards that far corner, tucked it in there neatly and nicely. 3-1 lead for the Riverwolves here off the draw. Luke Van Scheppen with the scoop. He's got 2 on him, and he'll move it up. Chance here now for Gustafson. Gustafson spins off one, goes to the bound. What a save, Wendy. D'Amico with the rebound. He'll loft it up. Eric Gay now will run under it and bring it into the offensive end. And the Monarchs now will try to answer here. Portelli will curl back out. They'll wait for the rest of the offense now in Jordan Dance. Tyler Davis out there working that side. Quick underhand, and it's a beauty as Riley Ford finds the back of the net. Big goal for the Monarchs now, and it's a 3-2 game. So just a good job by Riley Ford. I think he just fooled O'Toole. Changed the release point of that shot, took it down to the underhand, and found that far corner well placed. So Gustafson and Kuminga. Gustafson goes down, but he still has it, loses it. Numbers now for the Monarchs. Miller with Thompson. Thompson, bounce shot, stop O'Toole. Chance there for Miller. Wasn't able to complete the quick stick. Loose ball. Possession will go up the other way to Paris. Quick outlet pass to Q. Alex Q. He's going to high step it. Makes a move. Good hit there from Kuminga. And Power got away with a late hit. And either way, Thompson will turn it up the other way. 3.5 to go here in the first. Patrick Thompson gets some help from Nolan Power. He's chased out, and he'll work it to Pfeiffer. Hunter Angus doesn't have a stick. Can't play without one. Malcolm Ford digging in there. Gets his feet taken out from under him, but he seems to be okay. And we'll move it up now with Eric Lemaire. Lemaire will send it back. Kyle Dawson now will settle things down. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Dawson, he's been spectacular so far. Kick back out. Josh Rex, that one easy save for Wendy. Dawson picks that up, but he gets stripped. He doesn't have his stick anymore. And a battle going on in there. Simonelli getting worked over as well. And Martino comes in, lays the body, but the Riverwolves outwork the Monarchs and get possession. Davis Prince will swing it around, looking inside Dawson. Martino on him. Wendy will corral it. And a good outlet pass looking for Owen Ron. Ron's on the run. Looks like beating him to the punch is Gillies, and he'll get it over the timeline and wait for some assistance. Into the 2-minute warning now. Had Simonelli on the cut. Power takes down Spear. Simonelli takes down Crawford, and the Monarchs now move it up with Ford. Ford. Monroe jumping in a rush, but Ford needed no one. Quick transition goal ties this game at 3. Second of the game for Riley Ford. So up to this point, Riley Ford has been the X factor. And good transition offense as the Monarchs do a good job in countering and answering. And with a minute 50 to play here in the first, we're tied at 3. Off the face-off. Ball still loose. And it's Van Scheppen. He has Q with him. Q lays some interference. Van Scheppen! 5-hole bounce. 3 straight goals have come courtesy the 5-hole bounce. Van Scheppen follows suit. So the Paris answer comes swiftly. And off the face-off as Luke Van Scheppen. And he doesn't get a whole lot of credit for a lot of the things that he does, but boy, he is instrumental in, first off, possession, and secondly, his ability defensively and offensively to finish. Monarchs trying to answer quickly, but 1.5 to go here, and O'Toole will have to get some help. Gustafson will provide the relief, and he'll move it up over the timeline. Curtis Woodland will work it down. Van Scheppen will stay out there for this offensive set. Looking to get a step on Crawford. He'll curl back out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Work it to Noah Simonelli. Around down to the Prince. Davis Prince looking for an opening. Power closing that up. That's Power and Power. Nolan and Graydon on that side. Closing the door. Shot clock violation. We'll give it right back to Toronto. Outstanding defense by the Monarchs. We're into the final minute here of this first quarter. Tyler Davis. They'll go to work quick. Tanner Buck. Kick it over. Portelli dumps it down low. Davis. Buck on the run. Good save, O'Toole. has a man, good outlet pass, and here come the Riverwolves looking for some more here. Out of the back door on the run, and it's Cole Spear. Cole Spear with a sidearm on the move finds the mark. So Paris wasting no time. You give them one, they'll take two. Cole Spear with his first of the game. He's got 9 on the season. And with 30.2 seconds remaining, it's a 5-3 lead now for the Monarchs. Sorry, for the Riverwolves. So Paris knew they had to make some adjustments coming into this one. So far they've done that. Parker Pfeiffer, bodies flying. Pfeiffer in, one on 3. Pfeiffer's going to go for a run. 15 seconds on the game clock. He'll get it back out to the top. They'll look for some help. Swinging around. And work it to Dance. Dance inside. Pfeiffer tried to sneak it 5-hole. Closed up by O'Toole, and he'll let this one run out. As the buzzer goes, 15 have been all said and done. 5-3, Riverwolves. Second quarter action as the Riverwolves hold a 2-goal advantage off the draw. Ball loose in the neutral zone. Gustafson fighting for it, as was Van Scheppen, and the Riverwolves come away with it with Newbro. Quick pass up ahead, not a good one. And Wendy's going to gobble that up, and he'll send away Kuminga. Mason Kuminga, bad spot, gets rid of it though and turns it over. So back the other way, here come Paris now with a chance. Kick it back out, and it's Q. He'll settle it down as Power will chase Q down, and they'll work it to Melenchenko. Tyler Brown lets it go off the crossbar, and then Carroll goes right to Q. Q gets a step, blows by, tried to go short side, ran out of real estate, and possession will belong the other way. Riley Ford, good job to get it over the timeline and set things up. And now Portelli. That shot will go off the netting and into the gondola. Paris now will work it up the other way. Lemaire on the move, dumps it down. Agus spins, tried to go short side and went through the crease. Wendy, a good save there as he closed that up. And now out of the back door, in the basket, on the run, and a beauty goal. And I'm just checking my sheet here because I don't have a name, but it sure looks like Cody Menzies to me, but I'm going to have to double check that. Either way, it's a 5-4 game, and the Monarchs a much-needed goal. Off the draw, Gustafson had it. Van Scheppen, quick flip. Q, in alone. Q, great save, Wendy. Gustafson swoops in to pick up that loose ball, and he'll give the Riverwolves a fresh 30 to work with here. As Brown now will set things up, working with Woodland. Woodland and Brown on that side. The bouncer, extra bounce from Simonelli. Brown tracks down to Karam, swings it back around. Letting that one go is Spear, never got through. He's going to get tagged with a high stick. Good job by Nick Miller. And now D'Amico over the timeline, delayed penalty coming to the Riverwolves. D'Amico will look for help. Taking him a while, though, to change up and get into their offense here. As Portelli now work two-man with Miller. On the change, Ford takes a shot. Stopped by O'Toole. Rebound. Ford almost got his own. And that ball loose. And it's blown down. And a penalty coming here to the Riverwolves. So the Monarchs will get their first power play opportunity of this game. They come in working at a 41% efficiency rate. The Riverwolves have killed off 44% of their penalty situations. And now, so it'll be Dance, Buck, and follows on that left side. And you're looking for that 5-hole. Couldn't find it, was Buck. O'Toole, a good outlet in the basket to Q. Q, he's going to curl back out. Finds Woodland, quick shot. Stopped by Wendy. So scouting report on Wendy is try to work that 5-hole, but Wendy has made an adjustment. And now Toronto will reset here with a minute and a half to go in the power play. Follows has been very quiet in this one up to this point. They're going to need something from him. Two-man game on the interchange. The Dancer. Again, Q with a great save. Buck fishes it out of there. Good hesitation. 5 on the shot clock. Shovel back out. Dance going to have to let it go. Trying to change the angle. Underhand right on. Stopped by O'Toole. Follows right on the doorstep, but to no avail, and now it's Dari Newbro. Newbro will take his time. Under a minute to go now in the penalty. Graydon Power on him. Gets some help. And Newbro curls right back out. Going for a run. Swings it around to Woodland. Woodland again. He'll just let that go. Try to play the carom as Kyle Dawson for the dunk. And it's a good one, but they're saying he touched the line. So Fast Ed finds right on the spot there. And now Toronto dodging a bullet will work the last 30 seconds here, the man advantage. Portelli, Pfeiffer, back up. Two-man game. Portelli will curl back out. Gets it to the Fife dog. Looking for something. No look. Dance has room. Dance! What a fake! What a save by O'Toole. Beauty fake, but better save. The outlet now. And a good job there to slow it down from McConvey. And now Paris has done a good job killing the penalty. Just over 10.5 to go here in the second quarter. Spear trying to turn the corner. Has room. Has that one knocked down. Good job by Gay. Goes off a helmet. Backhand try wide of the mark. Ball loose. Martino has it. And he'll flip. And here comes Miller. Miller with Gay. Dumps it off. Gay tried to slide it short side, but O'Toole was having none of it. Quick back the other way, Lemaire. Has Gustafson with him. Dumps it. Dawson. Trailer. Q. Shot. Saved by Wendy. Rebound, Lemaire. Good job there. Fresh 30 for Paris as we are under 10 minutes to go here in a second. And a delayed penalty coming as Dawson's been getting worked over hard. And finally we'll get a call. They'll work it over to that left side. Malenchenko size it up. Brown zips it across. Dawson inches. Fakes one side, but Wendy had that covered. And the Riverwolves are going to go on their third power play of this game. They're 1 for 2 up to this point. And a long-spirited discussion with Kyle Dawson and Ed Fines. So Logan Monroe, the guilty party. And I think we're just getting something double-checked here. Not sure if, and that was the case. Penalty box was not closed. So back to work on the power play. Go the Riverwolves. 5-4 game. Paris leading. Woodland's at the top this time. Prince and Spears on the right. Brown and Dawson on the left. They'll give everyone a touch. So Monroe goes for legal cross-check. That one, too much bounce on that sidearm going the other way. On the run, Kuminga. Under in the basket. Kuminga! Big save, O'Toole. Rebound. Thompson, his wide of the mark. Ball loose. Good job there to track it down, and it's downtown Brown with it. Minute 20 left in the man advantage. Dawson sizes it up. Inches his way closer on that left crease. Brown zips it across. Spear handles it this time. Beauty and off the post. Dawson, they had Wendy beat, but couldn't beat the iron. Prince teed that one up. Stopped by Wendy and goes up and out of play. 30 more, just under a minute to go in the man advantage. Off the Karam, it's Thompson. Brown with him, trying to cover him. Thompson lets it go. A shorty for Patrick Thompson. Patrick Thompson taking advantage. And they needed something from him. That's his 5th of the season, and it comes as a shorthanded marker. And more importantly, it ties the game at 5 with 8:20 to go. So just when you thought that the Riverwolves were going to take control and lock things up, not able to do it. Still have just under 40 seconds left in the man advantage. They get possession, and they'll set things up here, looking for an answer and the go-ahead. Q. He'll flip and head out. The rest of the power play unit will come on. 15 on the shot clock. Brown and Prince work the two-man game. Keep it on the right side. Work it around. Now go to the left. Woodland. He's going to attack. Clear some space. Try that quick stick. Instead, it's going to go up the other way. Ron with one man to beat, and Ron will pull it back out. And I think that's the wise decision. Dying seconds. Team's now back to full strength. 7.5 to go here, second quarter. We're tied at 5. Follows. Gets 2 to chase. It's the Buck. Buck tried to slide it in, and he did. Tanner Buck worked the shortest of short sides for his first of the game. Well, they needed something from Tanner Buck. Just his 8th of the season, but a big goal, the go-ahead goal for the Monarchs, and they regain the lead with 7:20 to go. So the offensive weapons working for the Monarchs here in this game. They're getting contributions from all over. Probably could use a little something from the Fife Dog and from Follows off the draw. Newbro gets it over, and Gustafson now will look to move it up. Q will settle it down, and Paris will set up their offense. Josh Rex find it over. Brown, good flip. Dawson goes low, but Wendy right there with a great pad save. On the run, Monarchs trying to lift it up. Miller can't run under it. Good job to track that down and move it up. Rex, though, can't handle it. And the Monarchs get another gift, bring it right back. That's going to be a late hit, so Malcolm Ford's going to go for a bit of a rest in the penalty box. And now Tyler Davis. Extra man on for Toronto. Pfeiffer off the crossbar. Davis tracks it down, reset, fresh 30. Davis. Him and Pfeiffer working it. Davis has room, goes to the underhand, steered aside by O'Toole. Pfeiffer tracks it down, set it back up. Fife Dog goes again. Good save, O'Toole. Lemaire is going to touch it, and Paris is going to be short now again as the Monarchs go to work on their second power play opportunity of this game. And with 6:07, that will take us to our officials' timeout. To go after our officials' timeout. So Malcolm Ford with 2-minute penalty. So a legal body check to call. Monarchs now to work. Dance at the top. Buck follows on the left. Dance. Follows. Good dipsy doodle move. Looks to kick it back out. Does. Dance lets it go. Steered aside. O'Toole. Portelli. Rebound. Fresh 30 here for Toronto. Good zip pass to the Fife Dog. They'll work it back out. Portelli goes to the underhand. Stop. Scooped up. Good job. Riverwolves jump all over that. And legging it up. And a good late check. Portelli working hard, but not working as hard as McConvey, as McConvey gets triple teamed, gets rid of it. Melenchenko helps him out, and Paris will look to burn some more. 8 on the shot clock. Melenchenko Dips the shoulder. On the run. Easy scoop for Wendy. Quick outlet pass. Under a minute left in the power play. The dancer is going to pull up, wait for the rest of the troops. And they'll set things up for another run. We're under 5 to go. Dance, give and go. Bounce shot, stopped O'Toole. Rebound loose. Van Scheppen gets bodied off that ball. But comes right back, and instead it's the fight dog. Looking down low, deflected. Follows, got a shot off, but it was stopped by O'Toole. O'Toole, position-wise, has been outstanding. Agus, he's going to track it down on the short hop. 25 seconds left in the man short. 4.5 to go here in the second. Woodland, he'll keep it outside with 10 on the shot clock. He lets it go. Wendy, good save. Rebound, Dawson. Good job by the Riverwolves all over the offensive rebounds. Dawson, good hesitation. Graydon Power all over him. Working him over. Power. Kick back out Woodland. Penalty over now. Team's back to full strength. 10 on the shot clock. It's the Prince. Swing over. Brown, quick pass. That one steered well wide by Spear. Chance now for Thompson. Thompson gets it cleanly. Thompson on the run. Sidearm. And stopped, though, by O'Toole on a beauty save there. As the Riverwolves dodge another bullet, get it up into the offensive end. They'll set it up with Tyler Brown, working it over to Woodland. So Tyler Brown making his debut in a Riverwolves uniform. Josh Rex on the shovel. I think Owen Ron may have dodged a penalty there. Wendy zips it, backdoor, on the money, on the run. Portelli off the crossbar. Rebound loose. Van Scheppen there to scoop and go. And now it's Q. Golden opportunity there for Portelli. Wasn't able, though, to beat O'Toole. Q. Isolated, gets a screen, curls back out, and lets it go. It was destined for that far corner. Wendy closed that off. Now a chance, lofted up the middle. Good job to hang on to that, and too much bounce by Crawford. Good toe save by O'Toole, and we'll take it the other way. Gillies. So a delayed penalty coming to Toronto. Not sure what the call will be, but Crawford's laying on right by the bench. So with just under 2.5 to go. So I think we're going to have coincidentals here. We'll wait and see what the call is from crew chief Simon D'Souza. So I'm not quite sure what the call is. Malcolm Ford's in the penalty box. So another power play opportunity for the Monarchs. Quick pass inside, knocked down. Newbro, good job, though, to track it down. And now Buck. Portelli has that one deflected. 10 on the shot clock. Dance. Dance. Whoa, Dance. Undressing the D to pocket another one. 7-5 Monarchs. So Ford's penalty was for roughing. And in the meantime, between time, Jordan Dance picks up his second of the game. So Malcolm Ford's going to have to spend less time in the penalty box and more time on the carpet here, as a violation will give possession to Paris. We are right at the 2-minute warning. So Riverwolves looking for a response here, trailing by 2. Dawson. Woodland tried to go far side. Wendy steered that one aside. Ball loose. Rex will pick it up. They'll reset and work a fresh clock. Woodland. Had it. Is going to have to pop right back out and dumps it over to Dawson. Dawson will work it down. Tyler Brown. Brown. Manual counts going right now, and that one Simonelli's going to have to let it go. Good job, Dawson on the run. But Power, great D. He wrapped up Dawson like a Christmas present. Wouldn't let him do anything. And possession will go the other way to the Monarchs. So as close as you can get without getting a penalty was Power as he takes care of Dawson, who is more than a handful. That one ends up in the gondola, and the Monarchs will give it right back with just under a minute to play here in the first half. Q over the timeline. So Paris would love to close this gap here, trailing by a couple before the half. Cole Spear lofts it up, working to Dawson. Dawson, Melenchenko in the corner. Kick pass, quick stick, nothing doing there as Prince got closed off. Spear curls out, 30 on the game clock. Cole Spear zips it across. Brown, hesitation, takes a hard hit, coughs it up, and it's Funky Walker, dirty talker, Aaron Walker looking for Gay, gets knocked down by Brown. And timeout's going to be called by Toronto, and I think the official seconds left on the game clock. I think they may put a couple seconds back up, but they may not. So Toronto going to try to extend this 2-goal lead here before the end of the half. You can see Paris all compacted in on a 1-2-2 zone. They're going to extend that now, and Dance is going to let it run down to 5. There they go. Pfeiffer, Dance, weaves in, shot, scores! With 0.3 seconds left, it's the Dancer. 8-5 Monarchs, 30 are in the books. We'll be back with the third. Welcome back as we get set for third quarter action. Just want to clarify, my apologies, not Eric Gay, but Julian Gay was lucky enough to have a chit-chat and meet his mom and dad earlier as they are close friends with the Ford family. So my apologies, and of course that was Malcolm Ford laying the body on Julian Gay that got him his first penalty of the game. And Van Scheppen, that was a sweetie right there as he dove and tucked it 5-hole. Hopefully he's okay, but my, oh my, what a way to open up this third quarter by Luke Van Scheppen as he goes airborne to pocket a big one for the Riverwolves. Just 12 seconds into this third quarter. So Van Scheppen with his second goal of the game. And it's an 8-6 lead now as Van Scheppen seems to be okay off on his own power. And no call, so no worries about the late hits, and looks like Ed Fines is going to go over and explain the scenario to head coach Jamie Dubrick. And I tell you, Jamie Dubrick was not happy at the end of that first half. Can't imagine he's happier now. So off the draw, Nick Miller comes away with it. He's going to get triple teamed, pinned up on the boards, and he loses it. Newbro had it, lost it. Ron in there battling. Follows, though. Speedster. Agus with no stick. Roughs up, follows, and keeps him locked up there. And not quite sure, Arenalacrosseleague or Arena Football, one of the two. But that was a heck of a blocking on the front line from Hunter Agus. In the meantime, between time, the Riverwolves will go back to work on offense here. Noah Simonelli zips it across. Woodland, and that one goes right off Ford. And Riley Ford, that's not going to hurt tomorrow. That hurts right now. Saved by Wendy, looking for the outlet. And Ford, you can tell the effects of that is he'll stay out there on offense. They'll move it up to Pfeiffer. Parker Pfeiffer, one man to beat. He'll spin off one. loses it. Good defense there, though, by Gillies. And Paris now will look for a quick pass, and it's downtown Brown to run under it. Does a good job to scoop and settle. Melenchenko out there on that left side. Tyler Brown as Kyle Dawson filters out late. They'll send it down to Rex. Rex shot. Good save by Wendy. Does the splits there, and good hustle up the middle. Crawford and Power. And Power, Nolan Power. And may have got away with an over and back there, I think, but Jordan Dance will settle things down. And Toronto will look here to try and extend this lead. Under 13 to go here in the third. Portelli, quick pass. Tyler Davis. Davis behind the net. And the shovel dive by Dance, blocked by O'Toole. And a good outlet pass will send away McConvey. Woodland. Simonelli dumps it down. Prince goes for the dive. Wendy closed that off. That's going to be a crease ball. Possession's going to belong to Toronto, and they're going to move it up. We are in the third quarter here, week 10 of the Arena Lacrosse League. Patrick Thompson working with Portelli. He'll settle it down. They'll wait for their, well, the rest of the offense is out there. Tanner Buck, tough pass into Miller. Almost ricocheted, but O'Toole was on his game, and now here come the Riverwolves countering the other way. Dawson will set things up, half boards on the left side. Looking for a screen, Owen Ron on him. Dawson. Martino closes that off. Dump in, looking for Spears, intercepted. Here come the Monarchs now in transition. It's Ron. Ron has Dance with him, works it across to Ford, gets it back. Ron underhand, stopped though by O'Toole. Stuck right in the pad, and Paris now will look to move it up. Ron and Hunter Agus. Almost a good stick check there from Dance. Spear couldn't handle that pass, kind of handcuffed him, but he managed to corral the loose ball, gets it back out to the Prince. Swing around Woodland. Woodland fakes a shot. Woodland buries it in the far corner. Big goal for the Riverwolves. It's 8-7. Tell you, this was made by the first fake, and it was a good one by Curtis Woodland as he dipped that shoulder in, froze the defender. That gave him that half step, created enough space for him to get that shot off, and he buries his first of the game, 22nd goal of the season, and it's back to a one-goal lead for the Monarchs. Off the draw, Van Scheppen scooping it, loses it. Kaminga took that tree down. Ford now moves it up to Miller. Nick Miller flips it back on the run. Ford, stiff check there, no call. And now Pfeiffer will settle it down with Thompson. They'll work it over to the left side. Follows, Dipsy Doodle, ducks in, dives and pockets it in that left corner. Henry follows. Where have you been? 9-7 Monarchs. Follows with his first of the game. He's got 17 goals this season. And a big one restores that 2-goal cushion for the defending champs. So a good crowd on hand here on this Saturday night, Family Day weekend. Glad you've decided to jump on board with us. Lance Wynn, JVI Productions, as always. Week 10 in the Arena Lacrosse League rolling on. Off the draw, it's Q. Tell you, Kaminga taking no prisoners as they'll set it up with Simonelli on that half-board's right side. Brown. Van Scheppen out there on offense, working on that left side, interchanging in the crease, and Shooter. Van Scheppen leaning in, gets a screen, change direction, 5 in the shot clock. Van Scheppen gets up, down, gets a shot off, stopped by Wendy. So some good defense there by the Monarchs. And Ford will work it up over the timeline. Cody Menzies out there. That's who's wearing 27. So, yes, Cody Menzies is wearing 27. Good to have him in that Monarchs lineup. And now it's the Fife dog. Pfeiffer works it over to Dance. Dance gets a screen. Back to Pfeiffer. That underhand right on. Stopped by O'Toole. He had every angle of that 4x4 covered. And Tyler Brown now with 9.5 minutes to go here in the third. Dawson able to track it down. He'll curl back out, settle things down, reset the offense. Woodland, two-man game. Dawson puts on the brakes, lets it go, almost snuck it through the armpit of Wendy, but he closed that up. Good outlet pass to Thompson. Looked like he had Follows on the run, but a good job by Lemaire as he shadowed Follows and prevented that pass. Monarchs will set things up with Pfeiffer. Portelli looking for an opening, dumps it down. Pfeiffer going to be delayed penalty coming to Paris, and that one goes off the post. So I think crease was the call anyway, but going to have a Paris penalty. Looks like it's going to go to Eric Lemaire. So when Ligo cross-checked the call, Monarchs 1 for 3 with the man advantage, just their fourth power play opportunity. And it'll be Jordan Dance that will be the quarterback here. He's got Buck and Follows working with Pfeiffer and Portelli. Stepping in, good save, O'Toole, rebound, Van Scheppen. In some trouble, switches hands, fakes the pass, gets it up to Newbro. Newbro, bouncer stopped by Wendy. And a good job by Q. Portelli, though, there to provide the insurance, and possession to the Monarchs now with 1.5 minutes to go in the power play. So Toronto with a 2-goal lead here, trying to extend that. Buck has all kinds of room working on that shooter spot where Q's at. Portelli tried to go 5-hole, but O'Toole had the basket right there, and he'll look to loft it up, and it's a good one, but over the head of Simonelli, right back to the Monarchs. Portelli quickly in the offensive end, 1 minute left in the penalty now. Davis, skip pass, Fife dog. Davis lets it go. That one was knocked down. Van Scheppen has it in his gear, comes away with it. Another good fake now, and Luke Van Scheppen. Boy, he has logged a lot of steps on that carpet. Great one-handed grab, Melenchenko. Melenchenko! What a beauty finish there. A great grab to haul it in, and a better sidearm to beat Wendy. 9-8 game. So hadn't gotten a whole lot out of Melenchenko in the first half, but he steps up here with 7:19 to go and provides a big shorthanded marker for the Riverwolves. So each of these two teams has given up a shorty. And off the draw, Kuminga battling for it. He goes down hard, Follows. Van Scheppen all over him. And Kuminga comes away with it. He'll dump it, and Pfeiffer's going to have to keep it, and he does on this side of the line. Good work by the Fife dog. We're at the 7-minute mark. Just 10 seconds left in the power play. Buck, Dance, weaves in, runs into a stiff cross-check from Van Scheppen, who has done a little of everything. Newbro runs under that outlet pass, 2-on-2. And he'll think better of it. Numbers not in the favor of Paris. Teens back to full strength here. Just over 6.5 to go in the third. 9-8 game. Monarchs leading. Simonelli. Tyler Brown let it go, but it was blocked by Martino. And you can bet he didn't plan to block that one, as Owen Ron will bail him out. Move it up. Martino now going to be tasked with legging it over the timeline. Pulls up short, but gets it over in time to Buck. Buck working with Davis. Give and go. Quick shot. Stopped by O'Toole. Lemaire will gobble that up. He'll look to move it up. To Hopper. And the Riverwolves now into the offensive end. Dawson. Skip pass. Davis Prince couldn't handle it. Walker, though, comes away with it. Aaron Walker. He'll move it up to Thompson. Thompson will wait. Good transition defense by the Riverwolves as they are back and ready. And Thompson now will regroup. 5.5 to go. Fife Dog on the curl as Ford had a notion. Van Scheppen extending the defense there. Pfeiffer working one-on-one. 6 on the shot clock. Follows. Dipsy Doodle lets it go. That one goes off a leg. And good job by Pfeiffer to keep it deep in the end. And that will take us to our officials' timeout. Back at it after our officials' timeout. Tyler Brown with the inbounds. The defending champs holding a 1-goal lead here. Paris now to work on offense. Curtis Woodland, one-on-one. Power on him, chases him out. Forces a bad pass, rebound Dawson. Dawson going to try to duck in, gets it Woodland. Behind the net, Prince kicks it out, but to no one. 10 on the shot clock. Woodland has some room, goes to the underhand off the post. Rebound, and it's picked up, and here comes D'Amico. And he has Davis on the run. Goes to the short side, but stopped, though, by O'Toole. Back the other way is Agus, and he's in no hurry here. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Brown. Work it over. Cole Spear has dropped a few passes uncharacteristic of Cole Spear. Agus, swing around Woodland. Bad pass there. Brown, though, bails him out. 6 on the shot clock. Zips it across. Spear on the run. What a fake! Inside out. An undressing there for Cole Spear. Beauty pass from Tyler Brown. Skipped that across in a heartbeat and found Spear on the run. And Spear, with the good hands in traffic, found the back of the net. Second of the game for Cole Spear. 10th of the season. But again, more importantly, we are tied 9-9 with just over 4 minutes to play here in the third. Off the draw, Kaminga. Good job working the stick. Van Scheppen in the mix as usual, and it's Q. Runs under it. So back to it are the Riverwolves here. And the roller coaster ride continues. It's been one heck of a game here. Certainly one heck of the first 3 quarters anyway, as Simonelli, give and go, had Q, but Wendy will pick up that loose ball. Good outlet pass, D'Amico. Has a man with him in Ron. Has Tanner Buck on the other side. Buck feathers the bouncer right off the crossbar. Took a little off. Beat O'Toole, but not the iron. Fife Dog. Good help on the switch. Newbro on Pfeiffer. Ford's underhand stopped. Agus now. He's going to leg it up over the timeline and get it into the offensive end. So Riverwolves, weather that storm, able to walk right in. Good save, Wendy. Rebound. Wendy creased the call as Craig Wendy doing the matrix to keep that ball out of the net. And now it's Thompson. Thompson, he'll pull up short, kick it back out. Toronto will be a little more deliberate now on offense here. Looking for the screen, Nick Miller. Oh, it's Miller time with 2:41 to go here in the third. Did he ever find the mark there? And Toronto regains the lead 10-9. Nick Miller's 11th goal of the season is a beauty. Good old-fashioned low hard overhand with pinpoint accuracy to beat O'Toole. So in case you didn't realize you were on the roller coaster ride, you do now for sure. Off the draw. Julian Gay runs it down, and it's picked off, though. So one good play deserves another. And a good job to get it up to Newbro. Excellent work there by McConvey. And now Paris to work on offense. Trailing by 1. Out late. Melenchenko, bounce shot, top corner. Oh, balls in the twine. Melenchenko has got 2 in this game. And on the fly, we're tied one more time. Thankfully, you can watch this on your computer and pause it, because if you stepped away for just a second, you are definitely bound to miss something. As these two teams continue to go tit for tat, blow for blow. And that's an over and back, I think, or is going to be. So I think you're going to wait, and I think initially it was going to be an official's timeout, but it's not a dead ball. So it got to be a dead ball, and I'm pretty sure we had our official's timeout. So violation, possession belongs to Paris. Woodland. 1-on-1. Woodland bounces out. Good defense there as Nick Miller, ferocious. Ball's still loose. Josh Rex in it. D'Amico's going to scoop it and go. Q's going to work him over. Couple hacks later, D'Amico's in the offensive end. Q very close to getting a call there, but a good job by D'Amico. Davis will settle it down. Portelli now right side. Just over a minute and a half. Davis getting ahead of steam. Portelli gets a screen inside. That one's knocked down and picked up by Lemaire. Lemaire's going to go for a bit of a run now. Good transition defense by the Monarchs, so Van Scheppen will slow it up and work the left side. Tyler Brown. Spear shot, caught some of the iron and some of Wendy. Lemaire the rebound, trying to shovel it out. And an illegal hit there. And I think going to be a penalty call on that illegal cross-check as Lemaire took it right in the back. So I think the penalty is going to go to Toronto. And I think it's going to go, looks like Power's going to head to the penalty box. And it is. So Nolan Power is going to go for an illegal cross-check. Paris is going to get their first power play opportunity of this second half. They're 1 for 3, and they've given up a shorty. So under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Woodland at the top here. Quick pass gets knocked down by Power right to Wendy. Wendy now, good outlet. Thompson couldn't handle it. Woodland was on him tight. And now Agus. 35 seconds left on the game clock. So about a 7-second differential shot in game. And Woodland on the money, but stopped by Wendy. Good save. Rebound. The Prince. No look. Ball's kicked out, and it's Kuminga. Kuminga's going to pull it tight and go. 10 on the game clock. Runs into Woodland. And you know you got to be a wall if you're able to stop Mason Kuminga. 6 seconds on the game clock. Tyler Brown. Wendy with a toe save. Martino picks that up, and how fitting. Through 3 quarters, we are tied at 10. Well, best to fasten your seatbelt now as we're headed to the final 15 minutes. Just under a minute left in the Paris power play. Tied at 10 here, week 10. How fitting is that here in the Arenalacrosseleague? Just in case you missed it, it was the Six Nations Snipers winning their second in a row, 16-12 over the Ohsweken Bears. And earlier today, the Oshawa Outlaws, winners, 17-13 over the Peterborough Timbermen. Tyler Brown shot. Good save by Wendy. 30 seconds left, fresh 30 to work with. No look pass, the Prince. Looking for something. Prince jumps and tucks it. Davis Prince looking like a ball player out there. Gives Paris an 11-10 lead. So another power play marker, and you got to figure that when you're up against a goaltender of Craig Wendy's quality, you're going to have to come with something different. You come with the same thing every time, you're not going to be successful. You got to change it up on him, keep him off balance, and if you're able to put one by him, you know that you've done something right. So capitalizing on the power play one more time were the Riverwolves. They've got 2 power play goals in this game. And off the draw, Ron, great job weaving through a couple defenders to maintain possession. And now Ford, one-on-one. Ford has space. His shot off a helmet. So good defense there, and continuing to impress as McConvey is he's gotten better every game here in the Arena Lacrosse League. Noticeable improvement. That shot right on. O'Toole the save. Q now the other way. So fourth quarter now, every possession magnified as Q now gets a screen from Rex on the roll. Josh Rex shot, stopped by Wendy. Ball loose in the corner. Melenchenko, he's going to scoop that up, get chased out, and lofts it up and into the corner. Simonelli does a good job to run under it, has some room, catches it, Dawson late. Kyle Dawson in the low corner. Beauty find. And give Melenchenko credit there for tracking that down, but Simonelli equally as effective running under that, and a beauty pass to find Kyle Dawson, the captain. So a big one for Dawson, his 3rd of the game. Largest lead. Paris had led by 3 earlier, lead by 2 now. And off the draw, Riverwolves with some momentum. Q, Van Scheppen, streaking at the middle. Trailer, Woodland, that BB goes off the crossbar. That'll stay right here as Woodland rattled the whole Toronto Rock Athletic Center with that one off the bar. Woodland kicks it back out. They'll swing it around. It's the Prince, feeling it, ducks in. Tried to go 5-hole. Wendy closed that up. And now looks for the outlet, zips it, and not able to get a man off. Agus, though, overran it initially, but made a good recovery, gets it to Lemaire. Lemaire changes direction, Portelli on him, and he'll dump it off, working Brown with a good bounce, skipper across. Q gets some room. Q stopped by Wendy. Gets his own rebound. Dumps it inside to Dawson. He was tied up, though, by D'Amico. D'Amico battling for it with Dawson. Power in there. D'Amico fishing. Q's in there to close that up, and it's Power that comes away with it. So Graydon Power doing a good job. Malcolm Ford will put the halt on that. And they'll work it half boards, follows on the left side. Menzies looking for an opening, skips it across to Davis. Tyler Davis gets a step, bounces it, follows inside out, stopped though by O'Toole. Agus with the loose ball, picks it up. Agus now trying to weave through, follows. Agus spins, tied up, taken away. 8-second count, and it belongs to Toronto. And a quick shot by Portelli will give it right back to Paris. So not sure. I guess Portelli felt he had an opportunity, took it, didn't pay off, and now Paris the other way. Rex dumps it off. Woodland bails him out. 15 on the shot clock. Inside out dive. It's downtown. Tyler Brown getting his first goal as a Riverwolf. It's 13-10. So how about Tyler Brown stepping in? He had 6 goals, 9 assists coming into this with the Six Nations Snipers. Picks up his 7th goal of the season, first as a Riverwolf. And I tell you, that pickup by Jamie Dubrick and Chris Driscoll was masterful to get Tyler Brown on that roster. He can only help the squad. Ron does a good jersey pull. Dancer comes away with it. And Toronto now very sluggish. They have a 3-goal run, by the Riverwolves has slowed their momentum. Dance going to have to get his team back on track. Dance changes the angle, stopped though by O'Toole. O'Toole, good outlet pass in the basket to Q. Q now backdoor, had Simonelli, wrong stick side though. And Q now will be a little more deliberate here, working with the Prince. Simonelli, power on him. Good switch on the defense with Gay. Gay, and trying to wrap around was the Prince, but Wendy was hip to that game and made that look easy now, and it's Thompson. Under 10.5 to go here in the fourth. 3-goal lead for Paris. So Toronto going to need a little spark here. Who's got it? Menzies gets a screen. That pass across can't find the mark as Buck not able to get it. And now Paris will look to leg it over the timeline, and they do. Good job by Brown as he'll give way now to Spear. Rex. One-on-one, but Ron had him covered. Spear's going to try to work, trips over his own man, stays on the carpet. 5 on the shot clock. Backhand right on. Wendy had to make a good save, but his outlet pass on the money to Ron. Ron. He'll get some help working with Miller. Miller. Skip pass across, Fife Dog. Looking for someone. Has Miller. Miller again. That one's knocked down. Good job there defensively again. And here come the Riverwolves. 3 in the rush. Q jumps in there. That shot stopped by Wendy. What a save, Wendy. Martino has it. He'll move it up now to Miller. No numbers, but backdoor open. Fife Dog. Miller had a notion, kicked it back out. They'll reset as we are at the 9-minute mark. Fife Dog ducks in, splits 2. Backhand on the fly. It's the Fife Dog barking again. Toronto back in it now, trailing 13-11. Great play from Parker, Pfeiffer, and boy, I tell you, he has been a tad quiet in this game. But stood tall right there. First of the game, 24th of the season. And we are just under 9 minutes to go, and the deficit is 2. So you had to figure that this one was going to go down to the wire, and it's certainly looking that way. Portelli gets by Newbro, kicks it back out to Ford. Ford now will swing it around. Fife Dog and the offense back out there for the Monarchs. Dance. Looking for someone. Doesn't get any help. Good defense. Lose 1, 2. On the run. Almost slips through, but O'Toole laid back on it, and now it's Van Scheppen. Van Scheppen. Power working him over. Gets it to Woodland. Woodland now. Gets some help from Dawson. Kick out Simonelli. Simonelli ducking on the run. That one wide of the mark. Rebound, and Thompson took down Dawson, and that's going to be possession belongs to Paris. Riverwolves will reset the offense now with a fresh clock to work with. The Prince looking to get a step. Can't. Fakes that. He'll come with the running sidearm. Wide of the mark, and Walker will pick that up. He's got Julian Gay with him on the right. Thinks better of it. The flip goes to Davis. Davis had to put on the brakes, teetering on that line. Gets ahead of steam going. Tyler Davis zips it across. Pfeiffer. Back to Davis. Davis had a notion. Kicks it out to Dancer. Dance. Let that sidearm go. And boy, he's sorry he missed that because he put a lot on it. And on the way by, so with 7:29 to go, that will take us to our final officials timeout. After our final officials timeout, Riverwolves holding a 2-goal advantage here with under 7.5. Josh Rex fakes the shovel back, kicks it back to Spear, swinging around Brown, then down to Melenchenko on the left side. Melenchenko switching hands, looking for something. D's tight on him. Aaron's stick on that carpet, and Nolan Power, great save by Wendy. It goes up his shoulder. And legal cross-checking call is going to go to Power. That's a tough call. I thought that was a pretty good cross-check. May have ridden up just a bit, according to Mark Sands. So it's going to be another Paris power play. 2 for 4. And another chance here to extend this lead. So a big hold coming up here for the Monarchs as they'll work that inverted 1-2-1 triangle. Spear steps in. That's blocked. Gets his own rebound, reset, and he'll loft it up. They'll settle it down with Tyler Brown. Brown, Woodland, Dawson, Prince, Spear, the 5 out there on the power play for the Riverwolves. Woodland goes in, dumps it across, picked off though by Power. He'll loft it up. Thompson's going to go head first, run under it. Good defense though as he's matched by Q. And Alex Q has equally long strides as Thompson, so those two will balance each other out. And now Portelli will keep it on that right side. He has that one get deflected. He'll try to chase it down, but the speedy air Lemaire on it. He'll work it over the timeline and does a good job. He'll get that over to Spear with 45 seconds left in the power play. Big hold here if the Monarchs can dodge this bullet. Woodland sized it up, ducks in, tried to go top corner, wide of the mark, no reset. Spear, no look. Woodland had it pop out of his pocket, and Martino now is going to look for some help after he gets it over the timeline. So just 20 seconds left in the penalty. Buck, wrong stick side, looking for Ron, trying to take advantage of it. And now the other way. Here comes Paris, 2-on-1. Woodland, he'll curl back out. 5 seconds left in the penalty. So the Riverwolves will let the penalty elapse and play full offense here. Woodland, Brown ducks back out. Creates some space. 5 in the shot clock. Behind the net, and that one is right on the button by Martino, and his third penalty of the game is a costly one as he will head to the penalty box. And Paris, who just came off a power play that yielded nothing, will go back on the power play again with 4:49 to play here. So I think if you're Bobby DeBrone and the coaching staff for the Monarchs, you're not happy with that. And either way, penalty's a penalty. Brown, usual suspects, Dawson. And usually you give these teams too many opportunities, they'll make you pay. Paris has been good at it so far this season. Spear, well wide of the mark. Brown wasn't able to keep that in. And here goes Thompson with a chance. Patrick Thompson going to go in alone. Thompson back the other way from whence he came. Beauty, transition, shorthanded goal, and it's 13-12. How about that? A shorty, second shorthanded goal of the game for the Monarchs, and with 4:24 to go, the deficit is 1. Still a minute 35 left in the Martino penalty. So Paris has a chance to answer here. But boy, a big shorthanded marker keeps the Monarchs in this one. So I got Thompson down with his second of the game, and Power play continues for Paris. Got to be careful not to put too much pressure on themselves now as Gay does a good job to elude a defender. Now he's going to get ahead of steam going. Julian Gay in flight. Gay takes it strong. Julian Gay, second shorty of the game, and it's tied at 13. Wow. Wow, and then add another wow onto that wow. Julian Gay, where have you been, young fella? And we'll see here. You got to figure that Q's going to go for a late hit for sure. With 3:47 to play, we're tied at 13. So what we thought might have been a very costly penalty to Martino could have potentially turned out to be a blessing in disguise. 2 shorthanded goals by the Monarchs to pull even here with just under 4 minutes to play. So it looks like the dust has settled. It's going to be a 5-on-4. So like I said, it'll be a continuing power play for the Riverwolves. 58 seconds left in the Martino penalty. And off the draw, Kuminga battling for it, but it's the Riverwolves and Newbro that come away with it. So Paris has possession here, and yes, we are in money time right now. Woodland out there, he's the quarterback. He's got Brown and Dawson on the left. Spear, Prince on the right. Brown swinging around, they'll give everyone a touch. The Prince tried to tuck it in, Wendy closed that off. Ron bounces off a check. Back door, on the run, Fife Dog, off the post. Ball loose, Fife Dog, the net's way off. And ball loose, Monarchs come away with it, Pfeiffer trying for the top corner. So a flurry of action as the net was off when Pfeiffer tried to let it go. 5 left in the power play. Tick, tack, Dawson, robbed by Wendy. Back the other way come the Monarchs. Backdoor chance, wide open. Pfeiffer can't find the mark. Power with the loose ball. Ford ties him up. Bodies everywhere, and Lemaire comes away with it with 2.5 to go. Lemaire over the timeline. 35 seconds left in the coincidental penalties. Tyler Brown shot. Good save by Wendy. He corrals his own rebound. A fresh 30 now for Paris. Woodland working one-on-one. Gets by Martino. Ducks in, kicks it across. It's Brown. Brown zips it across. Quick stick right at Wendy, and that sticks. Craig Wendy coming up big when he needs to. Kuminga now will leg it up. We're in the 2-minute warning. It has been one heck of a game here. The dancer. They'll work it across. Fife Dog looking for someone. Dance. Trying to duck in. Dance. Runs into a wall. Gets it taken away. Agus battling for it. And that's through the crease. And that's going to give possession to Paris. Minute 39 to go. McConvey will be deliberate here. So Paris now, this could come down to who has the final possession. We're tied at 13. Malenchenko loses it. Ford with a good scoop. Regains possession. Ford, 2-on-1. Dance. Give and go. Buck stopped. Point blank by O'Toole. We're into the final minute now. And Paris now with possession. They'll work at the Brown in the corner. 45 seconds. Dawson on the give and go. Stopped by Wendy. Ball loose. And Brown, good job there to keep it out. Net empty. Spear takes a long shot. And with 34 seconds left, I think we're going to get a timeout called here as Paris was playing for the win, and looks like there's going to be a delayed penalty, and I think it's going to go to Power. So that is the case, as it looks like Graydon Power is going to go. So terrible time for a penalty for sure. 34 seconds, and the Riverwolves have a chance here to win this game. There is a 3-second differential. Shot and game. Spear works it around. Brown and Woodland, two-man. Spear. Brown. Zips it. Quick stick, no finish. Rebound. Dawson. 10 on the game clock. Kyle Dawson. Spear. Lets it go. Stop. Wendy. Rebound. Prince. Across, and Wendy holds on to it. And he'll dump it back door, and the buzzer goes. That will end regulation. Tied 13-13 after 4 quarters. We're headed to overtime. Back here as we are set for overtime. Game 3, Week 10, Arenalacrosseleague, and boy, it's been a beauty. So overtime, make it simple. First goal wins. Sudden death. Monarchs have been dangerous well short. They're playing a man short for another 1:15. The dancer is going to go to work here, trying to burn some clock, get some help from Portelli. So if you showed up here at the track, you are in for a treat and have been treated to some outstanding lacrosse. 10 on the shot clock. Dance. Gets a screen. Dance lets it go. Stopped by O'Toole. We're not going to worry about how much time's left. It's a full period like we said. So Paris now with a chance to end it here. 45 seconds on the power play. Woodland down, wide open. Prince chased back out by Martino. Comes back in, no look pass, kick out. Brown goes to the bounce, stopped by Wendy. Picked up, fresh 30 now. Woodland. No look. Dawson, up, down, stopped by Wendy. Another big save. Craig Wendy. Wendy snaps the bounce pass and finds Davis. Davis shrugs off one and gets it off. So just 10 seconds left. The Fife dog. Pfeiffer, and boy did he run into a wall as Alex Q, and that's just a size penalty there. And Alex Q, nothing dirty about it, but the size factor was the difference. And he took out Pfeiffer, and now the Monarchs will get a power play in 3 seconds and a chance to win. So 4-on-4 for another 3 seconds, and then the Monarchs will have a chance to win it. So whole lot going on here in overtime. So Power's out now. Monarchs on the power play, looking for the W here. Pfeiffer, Portelli, Dance, Buck follows. Pfeiffer, underhand! It's the Fife dog! He wins it for the Monarchs. 14-13, the final. So how about that? One for the ages. The Monarchs come away with a 1-goal win. They finally put an end to their losing streak. That'll do it for us here. Back tomorrow, 2 more games at the ILA. Whitby against Oswego. Brampton, Six Nations. On behalf of JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. We'll see you next time.